Welcome to the Your Little Castle Show, where we highlight the best experts that make your home into your little castle. Let's go! So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a little impromptu video, because that's how we are. This world is so prefabricated and pre-rehearsed. The reason we're doing this show the way we do it is because it's off the cuff. We want people to be straight up, honest, tell us what they think, and it's not all pre-scripted. We do set up our studio. I've got this awesome studio we built here that does our own cool thing. We can change the cameras like this. I can put a different title up by pressing a button on my little iPad down here. But this thing is so cool the way we get to really interview people and help them to get their word out about the cool things that they do in our community as business owners, organizations that do make a difference, all related to the Your Little Castle. So this is our little intro video, help you understand what we're trying to do, what we're working on. We've already had incredible response. You can see on the scroller behind me here. I'm going to change the camera. There it is. There's the wide camera. I'll take my title off, right? And look at that. I mean, this is the TV wall. It's in our studio. I can actually zoom out a little bit. Or zoom in. And so we'll zoom out as far as we can. It's as wide as we generally get. But I can zoom in. I can even, like let's say somebody comes in and they say, hey man, I want to show my website, but I want to show the mobile version of it, right? And so we go, oh, of course. Let's let you do that right here. Oh, wow. We can zoom in that tight with our little remote control button I have underneath the table here. Oh, pretty neat, eh? But this is literally where we get to highlight leaders in the community, show off what they're capable of, what they specialize in, why they should connect with their prospects, their clients, the people that they want to service and help. And so that's what we do here. And we can do it with guests that sit over here. You can see the talented guy to my right. Well, didn't bring in a guest for this particular quick video we're making, but we decided we would have our famous guest right here. Who's this guy? Well, he's on camera number one. And he's actually, well, let's see, let's throw up. He's our famous business owner. Well, that would be you sitting there with your website and who you are in the community. Hey, wait a minute. He's kind of interesting, but let's get famous business owner number, or your special assistant, whoever it is. And let's go to that person. Oh, much better, much better. But that's the awesome helper at your business, because I literally just got off the phone with one of the guys who's going to be on our show, and he said, tell us how this thing works and show it to us. And there's our awesome helper. So that we can even have, we've got 4 chairs in studio here, all from Carroll House Furniture, who happens to be our sponsor. So I'll share with you a little bit about that. And so you can see, hey, there's the wide shot, but my good friend Brooke Dubman. And so we say, Brooke, how you doing, buddy? Oh, put his graphic up on the screen to cover up, you know, whatever part of the screen that we want to put a picture up that can be sized accordingly and pop it up on the screen like that. And all of these cool things that we can do to help demonstrate and portray the companies out there that we know deserve the spotlight. It all ends up airing on ABC. You can see up in the corner up here, right? That's not actually on the TV. That's on the presentation with our video editing stuff. So we literally can go around and show all kinds of cool stuff. We got a bunch of cool people that are actually working with me on this. I mean, I've been working at this for a long time, been doing this fun thing as a Cardinal Cowboy. You can see my Cardinal Cowboy hats you got here. So here's this one. I got my old one over there. Sometimes we do the Cardinal Cowboy patch. We're getting a new white one that we're going to put that on, but right now we can just put it on the hat if we need to, as you see right there, right? And I can zoom in on that if I had to. We kind of showed you that. Got the rings here we have fun with. I mean, this has just gotten to be so much fun. We get to really help share with the community what's going on. And by the way, I happen to be a licensed loan officer. That's why we're really doing this, because I want to highlight those that are involved with the real estate industry, the people, the businesses that make this world go round for the people who live in a house or a home. We've had a marriage counselor on. You can see these images are showing just some of the guests we've already had. There's Dave, the marriage counselor. Coincidence, I had that time right. Willie J, he's a musician. You got to have music if you're part of a house. Here's a realtor demonstrating a house. Here's where we're in our Hollywood studio. So this is our Studio B. But in the Studio B, we had the Wildcats coach. We had Joe Brazel, county councilman, senior county councilman. My buddy Mike King, he talked about this charity. There's the guys from Archway Roofing again, and Sandy Grassbuck, who's a big-time realtor, and Yeah, there's Blake that just went by. And then Blake in the studio with all the other Hollywood studios. My buddy Lane Pietro, who's a friend of mine that owns a small business that helps car detailing. That guy. There's Teresa from Archway Consulting, Archway Construction. And then the guys from BEK Moving Again. That was Mr. Cruz. And there's me. And so it just goes on and on and on at Hollywood studio. It is so great. I'm going to show you some cool other stuff we can do here. I'm going to take off the screen. Actually, I'll switch to the leaders, because that's what we're talking a little about. But let me go over it and pull up a couple of websites that I want to show you. And I'm going to actually put the preview up here so we can see all of what we got here. But check this out. So here's the, do I have it there? Yeah, I'm going to put this. There it is. So watch this. I'm going to switch over behind me. Meanwhile, we got cool things going on behind me. But I'm going to put up over the screen now what I tell it to do by pressing another little button that goes right here, and it's the PIP. And look at that. So it's showing a picture in the picture, which in this case I'm showing my desktop, and it's the PIP desktop button I've created to automatically put that up. And so there is the Your Little Castle page, website, and here's just the information about it. Here's a great looking interview. Oh, let's click the button. What does that go to? Oh, it doesn't actually play the button, play the video. It takes them to lists of some of our shows and some of our guests. Well, let's watch the BEK set. Oh, look at this. They got a landing page created. This is a funnel page, much more concise, nothing to confuse everybody, not all kinds of clickable buttons all over the place. But there's their main interview. And then we took all of their interview and cut it up into clips. And you get these clips. They all go out to whoever you want to send them to on your social media, your website, your texting. These are short versions of the same thing. Let's play one for you here real quick.
If everybody quit the first time they had a hurdle, that's right. Is that the case? Tell me, how do you stack up against your competitors? If you can name one thing that really separates you guys. We talked about this a little before. By the way, that video we did the other day is up in the thousands of views already. Great job and getting the word out there. What do you think it is that separates you? One thing. I'm going to go back to you, Justin, for that. I want all of you to answer this one.
One thing that separates us?
Yeah, one thing you say just really makes BEK better than the rest.
It's the camaraderie. It's the teamwork. You know, it's the girls in the office, the guys on the trucks, us in the office. So
really making it a personal thing where you get to know everybody. And
exactly, it's family. We have platforms where we all communicate throughout the day, weekends. It's camaraderie.
To kind of elaborate with what he's saying, I think the personal aspect and the experience we bring to it. I mean, me and him have been in the moving industry for 16 years. We hand train everybody, and we actually just figured it out the other day. Each person, on average, has 3.5 years experience on our crew now.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So now you've got all those awesome clips that will allow you to really get the attention of the people out there that don't know who you are, and it's aired on ABC in this awesome studio. That's our Hollywood studio, Studio A. Let me show you a little bit more about some of the people we've got involved with. Dr. Larry Moran, he's actually a PhD. He consults kids who have been in trouble at the high schools and the grade schools, but he's also an actor. Here's his little play reel for some of his famous clips he's been in movies that you'll recognize.
Hey there, Mr. Lindemann. What are y'all up to? Oh, I had to Lake Buchanan. Do some night fishing. Hey now, you make sure to leave a few fish for the rest of us, all right? Yes, sir. Travis Marburger? Jim Lindemann. I'm a game warden around these parts.
I'm going to jump ahead here a little bit.
Warden, what the heck are you going to do with this thing?
We're going to tear up every square inch of your property till we find what we're looking for. Hey, Al, you got a good place for us to start? Yeah, right over here.
I wish I wouldn't do that.
Here's one of my favorite clips.
Anytime you're ready.
Think the international community would buy it?
A highly decorated Marine and the face of our space program gets shot out of the sky by the Cubans on national television. The rest of the world will join us.
Hey there, Susan.
So that's Larry Moran, and he is a good friend of mine. He goes by Lawrence Moran to everybody, but he's Dr. Larry Moran. And literally one of the coolest people you'll meet, and he's helping us work on this. Look at his IMDb page. Look at this resume. He actually has produced America's Most Wanted, one of his bits on his resume. But there's a long list of that. Another cool, awesome, you've seen him on the show. We just interviewed him. he claims he got his launch to the next level by being on the Cowboy and Judge show, which most people are familiar with by now in St. Louis. It airs on ABC sometimes 4 or 5 times a week, but at least 2 times a week. And we got some great sponsors for that show. But here's Willie J and just some of the stuff he's done. I mean, this guy is a big deal, and he's a guest host on our show to talk about the celebrities and the entertainment. And he's going to help me when I go out and cover the Grammys coming out here in a couple of weeks. We're going to go cover the Grammys. I'm going to be in the private parties. I got invited, and that's all because of Larry, and he's got me hooked up for that. And so it just goes on and on and on. So here's, again, these shows and then the specifics you got with that. But this is what we bring to the table for everybody to help your business become highlighted, help your organization become well-known in the community so that you can get that spotlight that you deserve. And you can do so on this show. We would just like you to do so in either this studio or other studio and help us let you do that. And like I said, we will help to make you famous. All we got to do is put you on television and then give you some cool-looking titles to tell everybody who you are and why they should listen to you. And that's what we do here, right here on Your Little Castle Show. So let's get back over to camera 3. There we go. And I don't produce the show live like I'm doing here most of the time. There's times when I can. We need to get something done real quickly. But right over off camera over here is a whole studio control system that you can't see. And we have our guys literally sitting over there pressing all the buttons because we need to have this title up at some point. Other times we need to have this title up at some point. Sometimes we just want to have the overview for our sponsors and those related. And we can make a show that looks so professional and awesome, and we would love for you to be on it. Get a hold of us. Check it out. Go to yourlittlecastle.com. We have some hidden pages we don't put out there publicly. For more information, get a hold of us. We'll tell you what those pages are because we want you to get easy access to everything. But you got to contact us, talk to us, and we will give you some of those links so you can get information that we don't. It's not that we're hiding anything from the public, but it's only for our clients to see. And it tells all the details of what we're doing, how we do what we're doing. So get a hold of us, let us know, and we'll put you on, and we'd love to make you famous as a guest on the Your Little Castle show. And you can do so right here. I haven't even used camera number 2 angle very much. There's camera 2. That's a tighter shot on the 2 guests. And then of course we got camera 1. And so there we go with them. Camera 2, we talked about camera 3, and then camera back on me. Let's go back to camera 3. Let's do this for your business, your organization, and really help you get the word out there for all the fun stuff that you do. I'm going to show you one more button that I've got that allows us to put up something else on the screen to make it kind of fun, so we can make a browser take over the page. Instead of sharing the desktop, the browser comes right up full screen. And so I want to turn off my titles. There we go. And then we're going to hit, there we go. And that will help us to finish up the show here as we do our little preview. And there it is, client website. Well, I put our website up for that. So now you're not looking at a desktop version shared of it. You're looking at the actual websites when pushed out there. And the images can be pushed out there like we showed you with Brooke, or we can have the actual website being displayed for everybody to see live up there. So thanks, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my camera view. And there we are. And we'll get out of here. Thanks again. Check us out. Get a hold of us. Your Little Castle, yourlittlecastle.com. We look forward to having you or your business on the show. All right, everybody. Thanks again. And giddy up, as they say. As I say. Got my show. We got the rings. We got everything. Giddy up. All right, everybody. Here we go. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Your Little Castle. If you would like to be on the show, please text us at 636-565-0305. Giddy up. You can see we would put the credit in it for whoever we interviewed, whoever their other guest was. Another guest if they had 3 people in the studio, our producer, our host, and there it is.